Hello. I entitled this video on purpose to try and discuss and point out to people that may not be aware that you may be overdoing for your narcissist. Over giving to your narcissist. And there are reasons that we do that. And we're going to discuss those. One of them obviously being that you want them, and I'm going to talk like a 13-year-old on purpose, we want them to like us. Our life is easier when the narcissist likes us, when they're not in the mood to devalue us and be mean to us. It's just easier. So we tend to overgive, okay? Our actions, taking care of them. There's so many different ways you can take little, you do little things to take really good care of somebody. And I think we all overdo it for the narcissist. I know I did. We even tend to ignore ourselves. I know I did. You cancel your day for them. That's one way it can manifest itself. You cancel your day for them on a moment's notice. Or even worse, you start to keep your schedule clear for them. Right? So you don't even say yes to plans with your friends anymore. That's you giving your time to your narcissist. You're keeping it available in case he or she wants you to be there on that certain time. Do you find yourself doing that? That's one way that it can happen. You start to cancel your day for them. Another way is, and my narcissist was famous for this, a lot of help he wanted with administrative stuff that you do just in your life. Mail would come to do with the car or this or that or medical benefits or whatever. All those phone calls, I think his wives used to handle. So he found himself in a situation where I was his, I guess they call us primary when we're the primary supply. So it was like, yeah, talk to my wife, because he was using that word inside of 3 days, and he would hand me the phone. And I would give my effort and energy and time and okay, so call us back, and I would do it. That's another way that's overgiving. They're an adult. They should be able to do, I'm not his wife. Right? Another way is, ironically, I think I made a list of 7. They won't really allow, not that they don't allow you, but you find yourself willingly not wanting to visit anymore with people or even get on the phone with people when the narcissist is around. You end up wanting to just be available to them the whole time. So if you're on the phone and your narcissist is at your house and you're not paying attention to them, you end up not doing that. You give that up right away. You see how that goes. If you go visit friends and they're calling you all night saying, oh, I wish you were here with me, you end up not doing that again either. It becomes dramatic. So you just don't do it anymore. You just give your time to the narcissist. Number 4, and I didn't mean to put numbers, but I did just because I was making a list and it came to 7. I don't think I'm putting 7 in the title of this video, but there just happens to be 7. Number 4, we break our boundaries, don't we? We've discussed a lot about that. And mine right from the beginning was I started to see him a lot. That was giving. Talk about overgiving. I didn't even want a relationship. And when I did envision a relationship, I envisioned it happening very slowly, being once a week. Even once it was a relationship, I still was trying to insist that I would stand my ground, and I like my alone time, and I hope they respect that. This guy was here every minute, or wanting me with him every minute. I gave up a lot of time. That's overgiving. It's not unreasonable to say, no, I'm busy tonight. I'll see you tomorrow. Now, we don't know they're narcissists, so little do we know if you did do that, they're out and they're going to find somebody else. They might call you the next day anyway, but Don't worry, they're going to have something to do anyway. So now we know, right? You can't leave them alone. Maybe, and he used to say, well, then I'll just learn to behave. If I can't learn to behave, I'll just be with you all the time, 24/7. I remember him saying that post-breakup when he was trying to get back with me. I was like, that's never going to happen. Well, I'll just never leave your side. Oh, yeah, because that's practical. But that's essentially what we fall into, right? Number 5, we compromise our own beliefs to accept them and what they're doing to us. Absolutely, hands down. And that is overgiving. I will never again give away my belief system and ignore it and allow them to treat me the way that they do. That's definitely overgiving. And they don't deserve that. And nobody should ask you to do that. That's not something you should even be expected to do. Happens automatically when you're with a narcissist. If you want to be with them, you have to accept the way that they are, because they're not going to change. Number 6. I think this is probably why I didn't use 7 in this title, because it kind of connects to number 3, which was won't visit or get on the phone. But number 6, you stop altogether because I think I was saying visiting in your house. You stop having friends in your house because they just want you. This one is, you stop going out with your friends and your family. And you realize, I'm just going to stay home. And I had a friend that happened to, the girl that I talked to, that she, at the end of the relationship, she just stopped saying yes to doing things. It was just too difficult. She'd have to hear it from him. You're not home when I need you, or what were you doing, or whatever the case is that your narcissist does to you, it's easier to stay home. It becomes easier to stay home. And I think, too, a big reason, not only are we overgiving our time to the narcissist in that regard, that's what you're overgiving. You're staying home for you to be available to them. I think also, though, you don't want to see people when it's at that stage where you know you have a secret and it's a bad one and you don't want to talk about it, and they're going to ask you, how is he? And you're going to have to answer it. And it's just, and you know certain family members and certain friends will see it on your face. They'll know something's wrong. You're not ready to talk about it. There's all those reasons as well. But when you stop cold and you're home, available, waiting, that's giving, that's overgiving. That is way above the norm. You don't have to give all your nights and all your time to the narcissist. A lot of it has to do with that, doesn't it? I'm realizing. It's a lot to do with that. We give our time right over to them. That was a big one for me. I should not have done that. That was definitely a big one for me. Number 7, especially when they're in the love bombing phase, or they're trying to, woo you or charm you, after canceling all your plans and not ever letting yourself, you stop doing your own workouts, you stop doing everything, so you're available to them as much as you can. They want you to go everywhere with them until they're done with you. Then they're going to go everywhere without you. But in the beginning, oh yeah, you go everywhere with them. Appointments, lunches, meetings that weren't really meetings. Oh, come with me, come with me, come with me. What about my stuff? I'd say that's overgiving. I'm doing all of these things. Now, all of those things added together in a week, that adds up to hours and hours and hours of time that I was giving to this narcissist. Hours! Was I doing my own things, or did I stop? They want to go to the beach, you say yes. They want to go over to this friend's house, you say yes. They want to go, you just ignore anything that you have to do. I did. I definitely did. I had started running again when I had met the narcissist, gave it up within a week. Like a few months before I met the narcissist, I've been running on and off forever. And I'm more off than on now because of, age and whatever. But I thought, let me just, within a week, I was like, no, I'm not even going to take the time to go for a run. I wouldn't take 20 minutes or a half hour to go for a run. No, I want you to come here right now. I want you to come here right now. Or I'm going to be there in 20 minutes. Just be ready. We're going out. It was always like a harried, rushed, unorganized, unplanned, plans changed. Like I had to live on the fly. So I felt like I always had to be ready. So I didn't want to run. If I got a phone, hey, let's go. I'm ready. That's overgiving. Now, you want to be loyal to a partner. You want to be there for them in times of trouble. They want to take you to a doctor's appointment because they're nervous or they're talking to the... Those are all things that you do in relationships. You spend time with your... It's a healthy amount. I don't expect anybody to cancel their day for me over and over and over again in perpetuity in the relationship. That was the expectation. I set it up that way. I gave him that expectation. He didn't ask me to do any of it. Watch that in yourself too. He didn't ask for any of what I did. Well, that's not necessarily true, because they do let you know, I want you to be there. I want you to be... Yeah, they do. Excuse me. But in other words, he didn't say to me, don't go for a run. I guess I could have if I got up earlier that day. There's always ways you can sneak things in. But basically it was, I found myself day after day finding myself giving up something else so that I can overgive to the narcissist. It was all about giving to them. No. If you're in the middle of that and any of the things I mentioned, or you have your own list, spark some kind of, oh my God, cut back. Give yourself a break. If for nothing else. You don't have to do all those things. Check all those things off that you're doing right now, whatever they are, in your ways that you overgive. Whatever they are, you don't have to do all of those continuously. Just think it through and be good to yourself. And know that you deserve to do what you want to do also. I'm going to insist on it going forward. You need to preserve your own sanity. Especially double when you're with a narcissist. You need things for outlets of your own, for your own sanity. And that's when we give up our outlets. Friends, family, working out. We give it all up when we need it the most. Why? Because we want to be available to overgive to the narcissist. Take inventory and make sure you're not doing that.